Hey guys, welcome back. Look what we got today. I haven't seen too many of these through this shop. It's like a 71 Mach 1 Mustang, 351 Cleveland with a 4-speed, all factory. Quite a nice car. Not perfect, it's had a couple of little repairs, brush repairs in the back, but it's a pretty good car. Someone's given it a bit of love. New tank, got all nice new brake lines that added an anti-roll bar or sway bar, and yes, the guy's like it's a special car. He likes this car and he's looked after it. It's very rust-wise. This is all the original floor pans. This is a solid car. The only little issue it's got is the bottom of the back, the rear quarters, and that's very minor. But this is all original, all up through here. This seam here, this overlap where they tend to go is solid. It really is pretty good. The disc brakes on it, I think it looks like an aftermarket upgrade, just judging by how new the spindles and brake parts are. But he's put new stay bars on it. Whatever it needed. It's got the beefed up sway bar on the front. Whatever it needed, it got. This is the fairly new idler arm. So the reason it's in, it's got a driveline vibration, and he's had the drive shaft balanced. So we threw it up on the rack, had a quick look, and I think he's got a bit of an issue with too much wear on this tail shaft bushing that's in here. And if you really hang on to this, and you're getting probably at the U joint probably close to 1/8 of an inch of side to side there, which is that can allow it to just whip like that at the right speed. So I've got a cool little tool for taking that bushing out with it all in place. You don't have to drop anything out. Like some people want to take the tail shaft housing off, this big housing here, but we don't have to do any of that with the right slick little tool that I've got. So I'm going to get this drive shaft out and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so the drive shaft's gone. Now we just got to pop this rear seal out. It's pretty simple stuff. Whoop, nearly got the cameraman. And we got a bit of a dribble there. Now, this is where the magic happened. This neat little tool slides up in there. You push, you'll see these little kind of barbs here. They go all the way through the bushing. Then you push this through and it expands them out, locks them into the bushing. And then you wind this in. You just screw that in and it just pulls it on out. So we've got to wind that. Yeah, that was tight. Okay. Oh, you can feel it going and it's catching. Then you push that in and it really locks it. It's in there firm now. Now we just got to wind that. One of those tools is like, well, somebody really had a good idea when they dropped on this one. Now we just need a socket and we'll wind that up. Let me go and grab. And if you come a little bit more side on it, you'll see it. It starts to come out, you feel it let go, and then it just you look right up inside, you'll see that the bushing's now, what, half an inch? Pulled out about half 5/8 of an inch. And you just keep winding it, just keep cranking it. And it's pushing against the output shaft of the transmission. And out it comes. Probably do it with an air impact and do it a lot quicker, but it makes so much noise, it'd deafen you guys. So we're just doing it the old school way. It's getting easier now. There we have it. Check that out. There it is. Original Fomoco, I think, on there, is it? Oh no, well, I can't quite see what. Yeah, it is. That's Fomoco on there. That's the original one. So that is a very cool tool. Now, you have a little drift for getting it back in. Now, these are, they have an oil supply in here, a little port for oil to get into, and they have this little notch here, and that little notch has to line up with that. See a little kind of half circle groove in there? That lines up with that. What I'm going to do is just mark that to make it easier for me to see. I'm coming back. Here I am. Right, I can see that little Sharpie line. Get that lined up there. You can hear when it's home. It's quite a unique little sound. And there you go. One new bushing, and that's real time, guys. That's how long it took to replace that rear bush. So obviously we've got to put the new seal in it now. We'll put a bit of RTV on the seal, tap that in, and then I guess the proof will be in the test drive, see if we've lost that vibration. All right, back in a minute. Steve, it's time for a test drive, man. Jump in. Two pedals. Jeez, you can't see a thing out the back of this thing. That rear fastback roof just blocks everything. Looking good. Oop. Wow. The clutch is a bit strange. Bit of adjustment, it doesn't seem to be quite disengaging fully. So apparently we don't get the vibration till about sort of 60, so we're going to take a little bit longer test drive than usual. Another roasting hot day in Tennessee. Whew. smooth at 50. We got no vibrations at the moment. We just need a little bit more room. Big though, compared to the earlier Mustangs. You can feel the increase in size. You got a lot of hood or a lot of bonnet sticking out the front. You know what bonnet means, right? Don't you, Steve?
Hood.
Yeah.
Should just say hood.
Flat spot there when you stand on it. Traffic. Well, that was 70, just. It felt pretty smooth to me. Turn around here and see if we can get a clearer run back in. Ooh. That's a little loud clunking.
Something's rubbing on something.
Yeah. Oop, that's reverse. There we go. A forward gear. Slowed the progress up a bit, isn't it? Well, Mustang badge fell off. It was accelerating that hard. Well, the traffic's just against us. We did hit 70. That's when he said it was vibrating. It wasn't vibrating. And I'm just not going to put you and the car on the line trying to do 70 around here. It's not worth it. He can give it a test on the way home. If he does have any vibrations, which I really didn't feel, I didn't feel anything. But I'd be looking at the wheels, see if it doesn't need a wheel balance. Because one of the wheels I was looking at when we had it on the rack had no weights on at all. So, we just touched 70 again and no vibrations. I'm going to call that a win. That was a pretty easy fix, really. So yeah, that's it on this one. We will see you on the next video, guys. Take it easy.